Steven and Steven. They have a right to call Timcast Transcast.
Mr. Steven, I have a gift to you.
Wait a minute. Stop everything. Let's watch some Stevie.
Steven, they're fans of mine, but I'm even bigger fans of theirs.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Steven. I'm Steve.
I'm Steven.
That was a new open I had just put together. And I also wanted to make sure I'm still recording, and I am. Hope you enjoy it. Now we have some videos. We put a face to the names said in some of the... Well, Trump's the only one who stayed from the last open.
Yeah, well, I just appreciate President Trump taking time to say that about us. Given
I know.
Everything that's going on with him right now. 34, not 33 counts against him.
He dodged the Masonic mysticism, so he's in the clear, I think. So
yeah,
I don't really know what's going on. He's getting arrested for things that aren't that big of a deal, right?
That's what I'm calling him. The New York Times, I saw the word low-level felony, and I just ran with it. That's just what I've been tweeting at people. So,
calling them low-level felons, or just...
Well, they're telling me, Hassan says he's going to jail.
Oh, yeah,
and I
of
said,
course.
I'll fight Hassan. I said, the Hassan army, can suck the brown right off his Peter. That was my funny little line I came up with.
Gosh, yeah, Hassan, I don't know. I just can't imagine having to follow the day-to-day. The only thing I saw from, I don't remember his last name. His name's Luke, T-shirt Luke. He's the guy, he's one of Tim Cast's crew members. Whenever Ye...
T-shirt Luke?
Yes, T-shirt Luke. Whenever Ye was on their podcast for 15 minutes, he interjects and he's like, "You guys should buy my new T-shirt. It says Epstein didn't Epstein himself from thebesttshirtstore.com." And so he's always tweeting stuff like that. And I think the judge tweeted something about it's a felony to commit a crime. Then Trump did that. He's going to jail. Then he was like, "It's also a felony to admit that you're going to," whatever it was. You know, it's the "I'm smart because I've noticed something" mentality that,
I don't even think his court case though is until December.
Really?
Yeah, and they're gonna get it they're trying to push it back to, or make it to where he doesn't have to show up in court.
Oh, gotcha. To avoid any uprisings, he's gonna shoot someone. Trump's gonna go crazy.
I don't know. Hopefully,
or just prolong it so it's a topic for longer.
We've been talking about Biden getting deep faked or whatever. They're deep faking him to keep him not for porn, but there's definitely Biden deep fake rule 34. Honey. If somebody can send that to Steven at Steven.
Yeah.
But I have a feeling because Forbes puts out these daily Donald Trump videos.
Yeah.
They're gonna start deep faking him or something. Trump's gonna look bad soon.
Have you seen those deep fakes of him running acting as an armed militia? He's still wearing his suit, and then he just has an assault rifle, and he's running, he's a skin in a video game or something.
Damn, I've not.
It's pretty funny.
The politics Fortnite pack or whatever, where you just get to be Trump.
Oh my gosh. You know what? Fortnite tried to get me back in by, they released some survey someone shared online, and it was what character, basically what shows do you like? And Better Call Saul was on the list. So it's they're considering making a Saul Goodman skin for Fortnite, which is dude, at this point, it's they're just trying, but I will never play that game again. I've got some sound, which I'll play for you right now, and then I'll edit this in. Two of my heroes, the only two people I've talked about positively on this show. Here's what they have to say about Fortnite. We're going to start with Michael David.
Do you play Fortnite? If you do, get a real gun and kill yourself because you're gay.
And then let's see.
You ever going to play Fortnite during these live streams? That's what pedophiles do. Pedophiles are Fortnite streamers.
So you've heard it from two of them. No more Fortnite.
Your
ever.
Heroes.
A gay pedophile is what I used to be when I played Fortnite.
Damn, I've been thinking about getting Red Dead Online, but I think I'm too late.
Oh yeah, they were late on releasing it too. They released it 2 years after the game came out.
Yeah, well, and also, but I can buy just the online now at least.
Really?
Yeah, you don't have to buy the game, but then it's because I'm not a story mode guy. I've never been. I don't like grinding. I feel like you're a grinder, aren't you? A big time grinder.
Depends on the game.
Dark Souls grinding.
RE4, I'm still getting through. I've beat it like 5 times already. That I will go through. Well, there's a difference between like grinding to get something in a game and then like perfecting like a run through of the game. And perfecting the run through is what I really, really like. I'm not good enough to do a speed run, but I just like playing the game over and over because my autistic brain likes to see like, oh, when I do this, this happens. I thought it was going to do that because I've done it 4 times already. Woo! But that's weird that you can just buy the online. But that makes sense too because the online is, with the first Red Dead Redemption, I bought it just so I could get the online, and I never played the story. Mm-hmm. I feel like those games, like Grand Theft Auto storyline, like the fifth
I would rather
one,
just have the online for Grand Theft Auto, I feel like.
You can't entice me with the story. Although the 5th one they tried, but it was like...
Well, I was talking to somebody about it, and they were like saying that like all the side stories are fun. I was like, yeah, but what makes them fun? What do you do in the game of like Grand Theft Auto? Like you go have sex, but that's got to get boring after like once.
Yeah.
You know, because you don't even get to watch, right?
I'm
just gonna watch it. I'm not saying.
In the 5th one, you can see like nipples. I remember that because I was like, "There's no way."
But that gets old.
Yeah, it got old after the first time because I was like, "Oh, I don't want my mom to come downstairs."
Yeah.
So she might start playing the game. She might take the controller and. It's terrible. But in the 5th one, because in the 4th one you go to the strip club, it doesn't show anything. So in the 5th one, I was like. There's no way they're gonna show you anything, and then they do, and you're just like, okay, well.
But there's a strip club. Isn't that stupid too? Like if I was making a game, see, and I know somebody else has thought of this, and it's been thought of. I just want the life game, and I think Mike has said something. So see, here we are. Mm-hmm. But I've thought of this forever. I just want to go around and do whatever. Yeah. Second Life, but not like a gay nerd game, you know.
But would you do normal stuff, or would you?
I'd try it all out. I would try out all the flavors of life, and I would live them out in the ways that I can't live them out normally. I would go work in an office, you know, but in this life I have to be a podcaster. But like in another life where I just go to an office every day, working 9 to 5, I'd try it out.
Gotcha.
But then I'd be a hot air balloonist one time around, or I'd work at the airplane wing factory or something, you know.
You could be a heroin junkie, like an actor, like a method actor.
Yeah.
So the game would be method acting. The game. I read, so the movie Requiem for a Dream is about people who do heroin, and I was reading like the fun facts at the end of the movie, and or on Wikipedia, and it was saying like Jared Leto went to go like speak with a lot of heroin junkies so he could, you know, perfect his role. But could you just imagine if you're like a heroin junkie and just some actor, they just like want you to retell like your most traumatic experiences in your life, and they go like, huh, wow, that does suck. Yeah, I guess that would suck losing your arm because you sold your kid so you could have enough money to do heroin. Well, anyway, I'm going to go do my movie. I just feel like that's a very odd thing to do.
Yeah, I agree. I'd never thought of that before. Are you the first person to ever think of that? That's a smart idea.
So. On this podcast.
So you heard it here first. That's a great idea. That's a great thought.
So great. We've got a...
I love it. It's baseball season, folks.
It is.
I'm losing tons of money left and right.
Is it your first time betting on baseball?
Pretty much. Last year I didn't get into it, and then
So you like watching baseball?
Well, I'm a little bit more into it this year. They've made the bases bigger, so again, baseball's really learning to evolve. They went from 15-inch plates to 18-inch plates.
Yes, they're like, we hear you loud and clear. We know we're the most boring sport of all time. We know you'd rather watch golf than us, so we've made the bases a little bit bigger. And
they did add one other thing, though. It's making the games a lot faster. There's a pitch count now, so the pitcher only has like 30 seconds on the mound before they can throw. Or it might be like they have less time earlier in the game, more later. I don't know. I haven't paid that close attention, but like 20 seconds or something. So it's made the games like 30 minutes shorter. But yeah, no, baseball sucks. The Red Sox suck.
Are they your team?
Oh, yeah.
I see. See, I would go for like a team that's good if you're trying to bet. So do you ever bet against your team and it feels weird, but you know, like I got to cash out, or are you principled, or are you like, I would never say?
No, I bet against my team sometimes. I know people that do, like my friend Chauncey, as we call him on the pod.
He'll be coming on soon, by the way.
He'll be on. He's going to explain the nuclear plans to us.
So
yeah, he works with nuclear bombs.
Dang.
It's not that far off.
Yeah, it's not.
See?
So we have to wait until this whole World War III like blows over. Then he'll share like, yeah, well, we did that move against Russia because this and this and this. So it'll be interesting.
Yeah, that Trump video of him saying the N-word.
Oh, shoot. I forgot to. I was thinking about clipping that for the soundboard.
The N-word.
The N-word.
Nuclear. Trump is better than any stand-up comedian.
I thought you were going to say Trump is the N-word. He is.
While you're looking for that too, you sent me that Bam Margera video. That made me really sad. Of him, what was he yelling at his wife?
I think it was. Yeah, it was like in an empty restaurant. I don't know if like a server was recording.
Is it
no
like
one
a
was
Chinese
there.
restaurant or something too, or did I just make that part up?
Yes, here he is. Gosh.
Yeah, that would sucked. We haven't talked about. We really haven't talked about Bam on here, but I love Bam.
We haven't.
Yeah, Bam was like a childhood hero of mine. My friends and I would watch a lot of Viva La Bam, and try to just terrorize. Like one of my friends, we like terrorized his parents the same way that like Bam did. So like one time we're like, all right, your mom's gonna be home from work in an hour, right? It's like, let's dig up the basketball goal, you know, and then like the goal was like put into a thing of concrete, and then that concrete was buried, like a chunk of concrete was buried underneath the ground. So we dug up the part of the concrete. So it was like the goal and the concrete laying there.
So she has to put it back to.
She came home and she cried, and this is what I said. I was like, "What's the matter? Like, did you and Todd, the dad? I was like, did you and Todd used to play basketball on this goal?"
Oh my god!
And she was like, "Don't even say anything to me right now." And then I always got into it with his mom, and then I would come back like 15 minutes later and be like, "I'm sorry, like we'll put it back in the ground." So we put it back in the ground. And we put it backwards, so like. You couldn't even use it.
Was anyone even recording, or is it just only for her suffering?
No, I don't know. We did stuff like this all the time. Also, though, with Loiter Squad, which was like the Tyler the Creator Odd Future show, that was like maybe when we were like juniors or something.
Okay.
And for that friend's birthday, we recorded a bunch of it, and it's like lost footage now, but it was really funny because we like blindfolded him and we like drove him out into the country, and we're taking you to your favorite place. It's gonna be awesome. Like we don't want to tell you. We're trying to make it sound arcadey or something. Right. We're just on a dirt road, and we just get him out of the car and drive off. We came back like 5 minutes later, but yeah.
Oh yeah, like. You know, this makes me think about if I were blind, or if I knew someone who was blind, or like in John Wick 4. If I were John Wick in John Wick 4, anytime I'm about to fight that blind guy, I would say like, "I never thought I'd see you here at the Grand Canyon." You know, I just always just say that we're at the Grand Canyon.
No, you'd have to change it. See, I would want to change it every time, but maybe that's the difference between you and me.
That is.
It would be Grand Canyon, or is that the line in the movie? Because I'm clearly not.
No. I'm just saying, like, I would just tell a blind person every time we go somewhere, we're going to the Grand Canyon.
Speaking of the Grand Canyon, did you see the trailer for the new Wes Anderson film?
I actually did not.
Oh, boy, does it look great. Visually, it looks like it's going to be my favorite. It looks like fucking Looney Tunes backdrops. It's great.
Lay poppy, floppy, woppy.
But what's his...
Wes Anderson?
Yeah. Asteroid City. I don't know that the story will be any good, but that's honestly what always lacks, in my opinion.
So for those of you listening on the podcast, you can't see, we're at the Grand Canyon, and we're about to watch the trailer for the new Wes Anderson. If a blind man can review movies, you can listen to the trailer blind.
You're not here. We're not there. The car exploded.
Oh, but it's got Tom Hanks. That's the...
Oh, he's a first
I have to stay here with
for
Woodrow.
Wes Anderson.
I'm not the chauffeur. I'm the grandfather. Where are you? Asteroid City.
Okay, you got the idea.
All his movies look the same to me, which I know.
What?
I understand it's his look. And I will say, I think he's one of the only directors who will do his look, and I'm okay with it. Like Baz Luhrmann, I hate his look. I hate that he does his look. He's also Australian.
I thought he was Scandinavian. Luhrmann.
No, Baz. Learn, man. What kind of name is Baz? Baz! I'm Baz! I don't think I learned anything from this trailer. I don't...
yeah, we don't have much to say, but no, it's Looney Tunes. Okay. We can backtrack from that. Where do we get to Looney Tunes
real life
from?
Looney Tunes. Convincing blind people that Looney Tunes land is a real place.
Yeah.
What is happening to my voice? Why did I swallowed T incorrectly. At one point, we had Trump the N-word. We got to get this. Last name, N-word, first name,
just
greatest.
drop down and pray, Shane Gillis, you dead-eyed rapist.
Now we're playing with the big stuff. The N-word, that is the nuclear...
Yeah, hang on.
I predicted. Now we're playing with the big stuff. The N-word, that is...
Say who?
Nice.
Love it.
You've mentioned he's done that bit before. He did that with the word nationalism. He was like, I got to tell you, I'm a bit of an N-word. You're not supposed to say it, but I will. I'm sorry. I love to do the Trump impression, but I'm so bad at it. It's a problem.
No, we can do it. I said last week we're going to do it as long as Shane does it. If Shane leans into it, if he leans into impressions because he's not actually funny, then we get to do that.
I think he was on Kill Tony. He was the most recent guest. I haven't watched, but
I got something on my list.
Yeah.
Here's something on my list. Vince McMahon sold the WWE to Ari Emanuel, the guy that wanted to cancel Kanye.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Well, he owns the UFC. Sorry, I didn't make the connection. So the UFC and WWE are merging, sort of.
Huh.
And it's going to be huge. I think he sold for, I've seen anywhere from like $4 to $9 billion.
Wow. And Vince McMahon, he's the guy who would like appear.
Yeah. He
all
was
the
like,
time.
he was behind it. His dad created the WWF or whatever it was originally, the World Wildlife Fund. No, whatever the original thing was, the World Wrestling Federation.
Confederacy.
Yeah, the Confederacy of Dunces. That's a good book. Inside joke. Okay. But anyway, I was going to have you look it up because I did send you the Logan Paul video when he goes, "Did you miss me?"
Oh my gosh. Yes, his Trump impression.
Did you miss me? Here it is. Did you miss me? That's going to haunt you people, but you're going to hear it right now.
I'm back. Did you miss me? Take me up, baby.
He goes down this zip line.
Yeah.
I really thought he was going to fall.
I think he's strapped in.
I know, but I thought that was somehow going to also break.
Yeah.
Welcome to the jungle.
He's like a heart brother. We wish he was a heart brother for sure. That was the guy that fell from the ceiling and died.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Y'all look beautiful.
The Maverick.
WrestleMania 2023. Let's go.
Yeah, I think he anticipated the zip line to go faster than it did because he's like running out of things. This is like a 40-minute zip line ride going like 2 miles an hour.
He's not even halfway there.
Yeah.
Did you miss me?
You missed me.
He doesn't even, he makes a kissy face.
I know.
He didn't do the kissy noisies, but.
Yeah, we got to see that again.
Damn. Did you miss me?
I'm back. Did you miss me? Take me up, baby.
I love it.
Bar mitzvah smile really is the best way to describe him. Somehow.
This we had me dead.
But look up Vince McMahon's appearance there, okay? Vince McMahon, this is incredible. He comes back. You know, he sells it, but he's still going to be a part of it. He shows up to the event. Oh, you're using DuckDuckGo. Yikes.
I know.
Mustache. That's the big reveal, right?
Okay,
He comes out with this mustache.
Oh, okay. I've seen this. Yes.
Looks incredible. He looks, I mean, it's just a little pencil kind of mustache, like a Walt Disney kind of thing going on. So he looks super villain right now.
I saw this on Twitter, but he looks like the bad guy in BioShock. Let's pull it up. It's Andrew Ryan. They look identical. Hello.
Who is that?
Andrew Ryan from BioShock.
Did you play BioShock?
Yeah, I did. They were fun.
I played a little bit of the second one, but I don't remember playing the first one.
Wow. He looks like a villain. Yeah. Damn. How old is he?
He's got to be like about 80.
Take me away, Wikipedia.
77.
77. So do you think Joe Rogan, because there's this, I remember this clip of Joe Rogan, like he had some guest on his podcast and he was shitting on WWE, which I think WWE, I'll get into that in a second, but he was like, it's fake.
Yeah, I hate this.
It's like the most surface level argument you could ever make. It's like, has he ever told anyone that it's fake and then they went like, what?
Yeah, no, he's the kid that when you're 14, they go, did you know wrestling's fake? And you're like, yeah, I learned that when I was 9.
Yeah.
Like you just found that out.
Yeah.
And like they're like, wait, so you knew this all? I mean, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, my problem with that too is it's like everybody knows that, Joe. You're not the genius figuring out that wrestling's fake. They're going for the show. They're going for the performance of it. I still think because every now and then the WWE tries to do that football league and The Rock bought it now, but it's the XFL. And I just think it should be totally like a totally scripted league with like off-field drama that's just like plays out the same way that like wrestling drama does. So you get these
gotcha.
outside reports like, oh, this guy's fucking this guy's mom or something, you know, and then like that becomes on-field drama, and then like they get one like kind of pile drive per game during a football game.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And so it's like Blitz, that old football game Blitz.
Okay, yeah. Like Harlem Globetrotters, but for football.
Yes, but make it violent and gory and crazy, just like the WWE.
So yeah, I wonder if they're merging, if WWE merges with UFC, I wonder if Joe Rogan's going to randomly, you know, change his opinions on WWE, where he's like, you know, it may be fake, but it's pretty cool. It's really impressive how they do it.
Yeah, he's going to love what the UFC is doing for WWE or
yeah.
something, or like, oh, the way they're introducing these fighters in or whatever. I don't know, like there'll probably be more crossover for UFC going to like the wrestling because it's fake than like wrestlers who are able to fight. But there's been a couple people, like I think Lesnar or somebody, I don't know shit. But
I feel like I don't know, WWE, I don't like it. I didn't like it as a kid. I think I've been weirded out by a few adults. Like one of my teachers, he was really into WWE, and I was like, that is the gayest thing in the world.
Yeah.
That's too weird for me. But I will say, I think that's way better than UFC. The first time I watched a UFC fight, you just watch. First of all, every UFC fighter looks the same.
Yeah.
Second of all, they grapple and roll around for 2 minutes. It's over, and the event costs like $50 to watch.
Yeah, well, and also you have to be like some kind of expert to understand the minutia or the whatever of the fighting.
And it's like, you couldn't pay me $1,000 to figure out when this guy's nose started bleeding and why it's like spurting out all over the audience. I wouldn't be able to tell you why.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I liked WWE when I was a kid, or what? Well, I liked WCW too, or whatever that merged with like in the 90s.
WCW?
Monster Truck? Put in WCW. I think that's what it was called. That was like what Goldberg was in, and some of the Wolf Pack or whatever. I like that. NWA.
Oh, okay. I know what you're talking about.
No, not NWA. NWO. That was an all-time blunder by me there. NWO. New World Order. No, I don't remember what it's. No, it is NWA. Go back. I'm going to be redeemed that it wasn't Ends with Attitude. That there was something NWA. National Wrestling Alliance. Okay. I still think I'm thinking of the wrong thing, but we're going to go with, that was cool. I like Goldberg. I had the Goldberg documentary on VHS.
Really? Did you tape it from TV, or?
It could have been taped from like HBO or something, or whatever it aired on. Yeah, it might have been. I don't know.
The only thing I recall of WWE and any wrestlers, I had two friends. One was John Cena, and the other was Rey Mysterio. And Rey Mysterio was a good kid. He would always sing his song, and he's like, Rey Mysterio, gonna kick some ass. He'd always say it. He'd always spell it. He wouldn't say it. And I didn't know that Rey Mysterio is a midget. I found this out recently, and I can't believe my friend this whole time had all of these Rey Mysterio action figures, and the whole time he's like tiny. What's up with that, dude?
Pull him up, Rey Mysterio.
Yeah.
And I thought you were setting up a bit where you were friends with John Cena and Rey Mysterio, and I was just going along with it. So I had that smile the whole time. I was like, all right. You knew Rey Mysterio.
You don't know me, I am Mysterio. Whoa, mask off. I didn't want to see that.
Yeah, look up what was his name? Gold Dust?
Gold Digger?
No, I don't know if do Gold Dust, not Goldberg. Okay. Do Gold Dust. Who's the gay one?
Gold Dust looks like the guy from Spawn.
Yeah.
Which I don't know. I haven't seen Spawn. I don't know who the guy from Spawn is. I've just heard some people use that as an insult, so it seemed appropriate. Last
one, Sting.
We've got the Cure singer.
Damn, he's old as shit now. This is sad to see. But he's still in the fold. He's hanging out with the young guys.
Dang.
There he was. Yeah, you get some vintage. And sometimes he come out with the red mask instead of the white.
Okay.
I don't remember why
he looks
made
like
the
a
change.
school shooter.
Yeah.
This is the first Sigma.
I had like a wrestling doll thing. I mean, it's not a doll, but it's like a
punching bag.
Basically like a little punching bag thing. I don't know what it's. And yeah, when you hit it, it would just like, you'd be like, oh. Well, we had a Hulk Hogan one too, because the Hulk Hogan one was like, yee mama. Ooh.
Ow, brother. Ow, brother. Ow, brother.
Also, Viva La Bam, just because I made a note of
Back on
Bam Margera. Major bummer that Viva La Bam's not on Paramount Plus. But
What the heck?
They have
That's
everything else on
stupid.
MTV though there. So
I didn't-
Jackass and Wild Boys.
Yeah. I haven't seen. I think my sister would watch Viva La Bam a lot, and I remember seeing it on TV, but I actually never, the only thing I grew up with related to that stuff was the Tony Hawk games, and so Bam Margera was in it.
Mm-hmm.
But I really liked skateboarding. Like, I had a skateboard, but I used it like a longboard, and anytime I would like skateboard around the neighborhood, someone would be like, "Can you do an ollie?" And I would be like, "No." And they're like, "Then why are you even skating?" And I was just like, I don't know. I'm just
Well, I
riding
mean,
around.
that's a good spin zone you put on that you used it like a longboard. That just means you didn't know how to do tricks on a skateboard.
Right.
So
I didn't know
you
how. I could do a manual.
So you couldn't ride.
You know what? I could manual longer than anyone else could, but that's it.
Yeah, I couldn't skateboard at all. But I had some of my friends like went through that phase, and I was like, I don't know. I'll ride the bike around while you guys do that.
That's good. You knew your limits, and you stuck with it. Instead of me, I'm riding there like, here's the skateboarding test. It's like, dude.
And then I remember one time they had like this this mini like dirt bike thing. It was probably like this tall. What would you say this is?
What, 2.5 feet?
There
3
you
feet?
go. See, you got an eye for it. It's a 2.5 foot dirt bike. And the moment I got on it, I just like flipped onto my back. Like
Oh,
it just
geez.
flipped on top of me.
Was it like gas powered?
I don't know. Probably.
Where you farted and then it, gas powered.
It was
folks.
bad.
Your ass in trouble.
What else we got on the soundboard this week?
The other one,
Oh, boy.
him.
Classic.
Yeah, oh boy. So the Wii Sports thing I added. I actually combined all the sounds. I found a video that has them all isolated because I didn't want, if it was taken from the game, it'd be like 9 seconds long. That's too long. So I had to kind of throw them all in. So, okay, I want to show you something. This iconic YouTuber. Sometimes I remember old YouTubers and then I find like kind of a modern-ish incarnation of these YouTubers, and it just makes me sad because YouTube back then used to be so much more fun than it is today. So Shoenice is the character. He represented the wild, wild west of the internet, and he also represented that one kid in class who just like ate everything, and that was his whole channel. So Stephen, pick your poison.
Okay. Let's do.
And I can keep scrolling if you want me to as well.
Just do the condoms one.
Okay. Shoenice eats 2 condoms.
Oh no, I'm getting sucked down his throat. That's the shit epic viral videos are made of.
So yeah, there's one where he eats a cactus. That is an old corner of the internet that used to exist. I forgot about him, but have you ever seen his videos before?
No, the name is so familiar. Like, it seems like I should know him, but
Yeah, he.
wait, I don't get it. Did he just actually bite into a cactus? Okay, I didn't know. I mean,
Yeah,
there's
yeah.
no way you swallow those condoms, right?
I don't
You probably
think so.
spit
I
them
don't
out
know.
after the video, but to bite into the cactus.
But he does eat a lot of weird shit. Like there's one of him like eating a bar of soap. And as you can tell, he's like, here you go. I guess I've been saying a lot of bad words. So here we go down the hatch.
Did you do any copycat stuff of things like that on the internet?
Like try to do it in real life to people.
To do it in real life, or even like, oh, I'm gonna make a video doing this.
Not that stuff. No, I would do like as a kid, I would watch like sketch video, like Fred videos, and I try to do my own. They were gym. And then I found out about the website extranormal.com, which was a text-to-speech website. You pick your characters and your scene. It was actually really advanced for like 2009. You could have them do little animations and stuff.
Yeah.
And yes, one night I did like 20 episodes and then not again for like, I don't know, like 4 weeks. But
Damn, I remember we would make like really shitty sandwiches. You know, we would just take anything in the fridge and just like make the shittiest sandwich ever, just like peanut butter and mayonnaise and, and just like bologna, and just be like, make somebody take a bite of it, like the moldy bread. I don't know.
Oh, geez.
I don't know if there's ever moldy bread. And then the other thing though too was the cutting the grape in half and then cutting that in half, but not completely, and then putting it.
I've never heard of that before.
It shoots up plasma, the fourth form of matter. How about that? How about that for a science lesson?
I didn't know that.
That was at the friend's house that we fucked up the basketball goal.
Oh, gotcha.
So she would just come home and we'd be microwaving and like making disgusting sandwiches.
You're just microwaving like all the cans of tuna that she was gonna use for like dinner that night. That's funny. Yes,
and then his dad too, just randomly, I'm thinking about this. His dad was like this, I don't know, like 5'6" manlet, like bald guy. And he worked at a meat packing facility. And when he would get home, he would just lay on the couch and watch, not even joking you, Family Guy and Simpsons all night. And they had all of them on DVD. He had a DVD collection that was in alphabetical order.
Wow.
And yeah, but one section was for all the TV series. So he had the Family Guy, Simpsons up to a certain whatever point. But
wow. I used to collect Simpsons DVDs. I'd buy the seasons when I was a kid, but
I didn't know you were a Simpsons head.
I was, yeah.
Whoa.
I used to have this book too that has like, it goes through the first 20 seasons of The Simpsons, and it has like notes about each episode and like scripts and like drafts and whatnot. It's pretty cool.
Damn, I don't know if I collected seasons of anything.
But I had some friends who we would all kind of watch the same like 4 shows. So then we'd coordinate, and it was like, okay, you go get all these seasons, I'll get these ones. And so then we'd kind of like trade and stuff.
Yeah, I definitely found out the friend that was buying all of them and was like, okay, cool.
Yeah.
I'm not buying anything.
Let me steal them from your dad. I can't imagine being like over the age of 30, going into a store, buying like a Family Guy DVD.
I remember just this one moment so clearly where he was laying on the couch and he was watching Simpsons, and Bart changed the word milk to malk on like a carton of milk, right? And the dad was just laughing. He's like, malk. Yeah.
What the laughing out? That's
malk.
Weird. I remember, okay, it's kind of a similar story. One of my mom's friends, I was over at their house, and she was like, "Oh, she and her husband just love Family Guy," and she goes, and this was like a few years ago, and she's like, "Hey," to her friend's husband, do the thing, the Family Guy thing," and he's like, he does I can't even do the voice, but it was like the ding, fries are done.
Oh no.
Jingle. And even then I was like, oh my gosh, this is like,
I've sang that before.
Did you like fall on your head this morning to do this in front of me to think? 'Cause it was like a trick. He was like, oh yeah, I'll do it. Yeah. Disgusting. You've done it before? We've all done it.
Yeah, I've sang ding. No, I'm not going to say it, but I was going to ask too, did you ever have like your parents, they have friends, then like they have kids, but you're not friends with the kid? Like, did you have those? Those were terrible sometimes.
I had a few. Those were never too bad though. I will say.
I mean, like there was one kid, and I mean, I don't even know. His name was like Hunter or some shit, and he just wanted to wrestle all the time. It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, that I think that also has to do with some of the WWE stuff. Me not liking it, like the kids always wanting to fight, and their shirts their tap out shirts already off, and like in the corner, and it's like, dude, I just got here. I do not want to fight. Okay, no, I do remember. So one of my other mom's friends, they did have a kid. Yeah. He like wanted to watch porn, like on TV, like on HBO, and like we'd stay the night, and then we'd be like watching a movie, and he's like, dude, check this out. And I would just like leave. I just like, why would you watch porn with me? To me, that was always so gross. Like anytime friends would like share stories, like I know some of my friends were like, yeah, we beat off in the same room together. And like, I was like the only one who thought that was disgusting and gay and stupid.
I had a cousin who I don't know who molested him, but somebody molested him. I don't think it was on the side that we share.
Yeah.
Just to be totally transparent, but somebody had to have, because he was like, dude, there's like a scene like, right, I love Austin Powers. I'm 3 or 4 years old, and I love Austin Powers. And he just wants to pause whenever, what's her name, Elizabeth Hurley, you can see maybe her ass in a certain thing. Oh,
gotcha.
He's like trying to pause, and I'm like, dude, we're 4. We don't even know what an ass, we don't even know what we could do to that yet.
Yeah. We haven't even seen our own ass in the mirror. Yes. We hadn't even thought of doing that yet.
We don't even finish wiping ours yet.
Yeah.
We're 4.
When I was a kid, I was always afraid of the beginning of Austin Powers 2, when that actress, she like becomes a robot. And so I would like ask either my parents or like my older sister, I'd give them the VHS tape, and I'd be like, can you skip through the beginning part, please? I want to watch Austin Powers 2.
You didn't like robots because you have another robot story. Did you want to tell or did you talk about that last week? Did that make the episode? The Sprite, the Drake Sprite video?
Yeah, I guess no, that was last week. I guess I hate robots, yeah. But my sister, what she would do is she would like just pause it right before it would do the close up on the robot's face, and she's like, yeah, it's good, come on in, and then so
that's like my brother did that kind of stuff too,
but
not cool.
I know,
but I wasn't scared of no robot. That's crazy.
I was. So also, what a terrible trilogy to like just let a kid watch over and over. I mean, I'm running around quoting it, like saying shag now, shag later, shagadelic.
You know, we looked for the Austin Powers Part 4, Episode 4. How are they labeled? And they're just Austin Powers 4 is how it would be, right?
Yeah,
but they're doing a Shrek 5. Are you kidding me?
I thought they already did Shrek 5. I thought there was like 10 of them.
Well, I don't know about spin-offs or whatever, but Shrek 5, yeah, it's coming.
Dang. I'm not surprised. Didn't they make... No, that's DreamWorks. That Mario movie came out.
How's it been doing? Probably good,
think it
because
has...
now it's more on brand of like the Marvel stuff, you know? So it's probably got like they won't fuck up the Mario movie for the masses, but it still might be shit for geniuses like us.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, let's watch the old Mario movie instead. We just think that's the new one.
Yeah.
Just watch that.
Oh, it's a vintage movie.
Like you're looking to watch illegally online and you just find the 80s one.
Okay, yeah. Rotten Tomatoes teaches us nothing. Low critic score, high audience score.
That's it's like the Daily Wire movies.
Yeah. So obviously this is a very conservative movie where two brothers are basking in tradition in order to, I don't know.
Why are you getting Spanish movie results? That's kind of crazy.
I don't know.
Oh, probably use DuckDuckGo.
yeah.
You could be from anywhere.
Fuck, ho. The old Mario movie. I haven't seen it, but
I saw it when I was a kid, and I probably thought it was awesome, but I was really, really young.
yeah, I couldn't really believe it when I'd see it like in like Blockbuster. I was like, oh, different Mario. He's not 8-bit.
You know, I was thinking about I was talking to our HR lady that we have here in the office.
Yeah.
And she was saying we need to do some sort of extreme bondage. Or maybe she said bonding. I don't know. It might not have been bondage. Or just a company retreat of sorts, really. And so I was thinking we could call up our friend. You know, I've already called up our friend, actually. I've called up our friend Joe Rogan. And I said, can we do the ice plunge? Turns out it's just an ice machine. He can crawl. He can fit into it, but we have no shot of fitting into it. How about that?
He asks you to like open the top part of the freezer, you know, and so you can pick him up and put him in there.
He's just an individual ice cube. That's his bed. He can just go in there, and then that's.
Dude, I can't do a like a pipsqueak voice, but. Dude, I took an ice plunge in one of those things. It was awesome. You slipped and fell into a normal-sized drinking glass, and he thinks he's doing an ice plunge. Ice bucket challenge. Joe Rogan doing the ice bucket challenge is when you take the thimble from the Monopoly board game and you turn it upside down to use it as a bucket. I don't know.
Yeah, he's Damn, who were some of the notable ice bucket people too? This is us really scraping the bottom of the barrel here. What do we got for ice bucket challenge? Who did
David
that?
Lynch did it.
Right, he challenged Trump to do it.
Did he?
Yeah.
David Lynch challenged Trump in it?
Maybe I'm making that up.
I don't know. He probably did. I challenge Donald J. Trump.
Damn.
Stephen Hawking, he did it. I know he did it. And we couldn't hear who he challenged afterwards because his computer short-circuited. He said, they have found a cure for ALS. That's how ALS comes out in his computer.
ALS. Oh. Trying to find this, but whatever. I want to challenge you, Donald. I'm going to play a trumpet first, though, because everything is art. I should have just sent it to you. Oh, I don't even have a real beef of the week this week, actually. Yeah, you thought you were getting off the hook with gambling so soon. I might use that in the future. We don't know how bad I'll do. What was my beef of the week? My beef of the week.
Yes, my beef of the week is the new YouTube update. So I update YouTube. I have YouTube Premium. YouTube Premium says we're going to start downloading videos that we think you'll like. We're just going to download them for you now. And I go to the downloads. Not one of the videos that it's automatically downloading was Red Bar Stewie, which Red Bar Stewie, if you don't know, it's like when Joe Rogan talked about Jocko Good. Jocko Good is the video. That's how he referred to it. It's just, you look it up, you'll watch it, whatever. Didn't even suggest that. And I feel like I put that on like it's a movie. Like
that's my top suggested video every time. The Red Bar Stewie video.
Yeah.
Did it download other stuff though that you actually watch?
No. I hit cancel.
Turn
it off.
Setting off. What the fuck?
I feel like that's such a bold feature. Like we're just gonna pile on 5 gigabytes of storage onto your phone. Here's what we think you'd like, and they weren't even remotely accurate.
Poo.
That's it. It was a shorter beef of the week.
Well, I remember mine now because of that, so thank you. I don't have YouTube Premium anymore for like a year now. And the other day, no, it was really like 2 days in a row where I kept getting the same ad over and over again. And I don't know, I'm not going to say what I was watching, but it didn't relate to that at all. I'm just going to say I was in one genre. It was the porn section of YouTube.
Oh, yeah.
Right. But the ad I was getting every time was that fucking Nicolas Cage zombie
Oh,
Renfield
yeah.
movie. And I just saw it like 50 times in a row. No other ads. I cannot stress this enough.
Yeah.
I saw it 50 consecutive times, a 15-second ad.
That's insane.
Every ad break. Nothing else in there.
That commercial has been playing for the past few movies I've gone to go see, and it looks awful. I don't know. Nicolas Cage, I feel like Nicolas Cage it was funny to like meme on him like 10 years ago. But I don't know. I guess it takes the big studios 10 years to catch up. And so they're like, what if we did the Nicolas? Didn't they do like a Nicolas Cage?
No, but there's still the Nicolas Cage fanboys because people like that never change. Like the people that were like, he's such an enigma, and so I got to like him. We did it with, what's his name? The guy said the shower curtain, the Jeff Golden.
Oh, yeah.
Goldilocks, Jeff Goldenblum, Rosen.
Goldblum, yeah.
Jeff Goldblum. I don't know.
Yes.
I can remember for a second.
The Fly.
Nick Kroll's dad in The League, as I know him. I never saw Jurassic Park. No, I didn't. He's an enigma. He's like one of these people that people obsess over.
Yeah.
Oh, the enigma guys. That's what I call them. I say the same thing about your boy John Wick.
Yeah.
He's one of those guys too that people go, he's such an enigma.
Mm-hmm.
Like Lex Friedman's like probably loves Keanu Reeves.
Oh yeah. Oh, he does. He's tweeted about him. It kind of made me like, I was like, oh shit, I can't like.
No, but you can
him.
like stuff. See, this is what I've learned to get past. Is I don't care. What were you saying much earlier in the episode that
I don't know about what?
Maybe it was what did Ben Avery advise you not to like? Fortnite.
Oh yeah, Fortnite.
If you really liked Fortnite,
Yeah.
who fucking cares that all the retarded people play Fortnite? If it's fun, just don't become a Fortnite guy like that.
Right.
They go for the new Fortnite skin. I guess you did do that for 3 weeks.
I did, yeah. Yeah, no, I do agree. Even though I was disagreeing 5 seconds ago, but it's definitely the way you carry the like for something. Where if I was like, I watched John Wick and Keanu Reeves is like the nicest guy, then it would have been that's a red flag. But I don't really care about Keanu Reeves as a person, really. I think he's a good actor, but yeah.
But it's weird that people like overly meme one person. It seems.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's like if it gets on a t-shirt at Walmart, it's like solidified into history for the next like 20 years. People will be
I
wearing
guess
them.
like our version of that is just George Floyd, where it's just constant
Yeah, that's
references.
true.
Where
Damn
it's
it.
like we over meme him. And
Yeah.
he's such an enigma. Yow. Don't have to bleep that.
Yeah. He does like the genius, those the like rappers describing their lyrics. The only other thing I found also last week, which is like, this is incredibly haunting and cringe, is this YouTube channel. There's a new brand of YouTuber that just dropped. First of all, an imposter, Stephan Patula, but he makes these videos. It's like POV lunch rush at McDonald's, and they get hundreds of thousands of views. And he also uploads these shorts. So here's him describing his.
Yesterday was my 15-year anniversary with McDonald's. Here's a picture of me on my first day at 10 years old. 15 years later, I'm almost a franchisee. Over the 15 years, it's been a lot of ups and downs. I mean, I met my wife. I relocated states twice for the opportunity. Almost got fired. Got suspended. Definitely learned a lot along the experience. Started creating McDonald's content about 3 years ago. And my content has kind of shifted a little bit towards McDonald's POV. So if you guys don't mind, I would love to take you guys behind the scenes and show you what my life is like every single day. Hopefully I can take you along with me as I buy my first restaurant this year. And here's to year 16. Yesterday was...
Yeah. He also, in his other shorts, he does that thing where he ends it with like a sentence where he's like, but I've got one thing to ask you. And then it loops. So you are tricked into watching it twice.
Some people have got good at that trickery, by the way, where they put the first second of the video at the end. I was going to say, too, the way that he described that, the way my content is evolved. How did he say it? The way my content is shifted?
Yes, shifted to McDonald's POV.
My content's been an ever evolving thing, I mean, And I get it. We're always evolving too.
Yeah.
Remember when we first started off, we wanted to be Red Scare for boys.
Yes,
that was what
we
we
did.
said in the first episode.
Yeah.
We want to be Red Scare for boys. I don't know if we said that, but and now look where we are.
I know we debated because we both work at Rib Crib, so we debated. Wait, is Rib Crib local? That's too local. We were gonna be Applebee's content creators. Put the GoPro on. It's like all of these companies. If you work for these corporations like Starbucks, it's like now someone there is just going to be the influencer. And it's not like the store doesn't appoint it. It's someone's like, well, I'm here. I might as well make these
Are you
videos.
Sure? Because most of these places have a policy like don't film here.
That's
and stuff
true.
Like that. So
he owns his own store. He's like a manager. So for him, it's different. But in other places, I don't actually know. I think I just made that up. So you caught me.
yeah, I think he just now is getting a store, is what he said.
Yeah.
He's been doing this content for 3 years. I don't know. Somebody probably saw that it was making money, and they were like, okay, now we're going to take a chunk of this.
Mm-hmm.
I love saying chunk.
We're
going to take a chunk of your earnings from this TikTok shit, but you can still keep doing it.
Yeah.
You know, special permission from Mr. McDonald himself.
Yeah, Ronald has weighed in. Oh, geez. Ooh. Here's the Cardi B. Yeah, it's him just like making orders, but some people will watch this and they're like, oh, it's to them they think this is like those what is it, the oddly satisfying things where it's someone's like paving concrete or something. So now
it's like we've all been to McDonald's and we've all seen what food on a plate at McDonald's is. Like
Yeah. Why would you want to know how that food got to the little paper shrink wrap? That's kind of part of the joy. It's like, oh, I don't have to imagine how they made this. Like he does one where he makes the McRibs and he gets them out and they're all like these frozen. They look like when he sets them down, they sound like they're made out of plastic.
We would never serve that at Rib Crib.
Exactly. No, we wouldn't. So you would know if you watched our TikTok, Ribbon in the Crib. We paint them with the paintbrushes, the barbecue sauce paintbrushes. So yeah, I don't know. I just feel like the way content creation has gone, it's just a weird seeing a new flavor coming out.
I'm all out of stuff. I don't know about you.
Yeah, I am too. I think that's going to do it for today's show.
This week's show.
Thank you. Yes, this week's show. Thank you for listening. Give a thumbs up, leave a comment, whatever you got to do. And let's do this one more time.
Love it.